Hello and welcome back to Roll for Frog with me, your Master, and my friends, the Happy Heroes. Back again for another week of exciting D&D. What did I say? Happy Heroes? Hoppy Heroes. But they're also happy because we're playing D&D. Hell yeah. Um, we're listening to Pocket Bard. This is Dungeon Lair because last time we left off, we were in Artor's office. Um, he had given you guys a contract, which I believe you have all read because that was your homework. Did you read it? Like,
I
there's,
read it last campaign, but some things happened, and I'm now thinking it was okay. I believe
it's
it was a
okay,
good
yeah.
contract.
You could make an investigation check if you wanted to check for small lettering, but at a glance, it seems like an okay contract where it's just like, oh, I need you to do this job for me, and I'll be rewarding you for it, and there's nothing else going on. It's like take out the Undertakers and whatever. But yeah, if anyone wants to make an investigation check, yeah, even on a 20, there's no small letters in this contract. This seems quite all right for a contract. Um, but I think that's where we last left off. In Artor's office, Jayce had let you hear. She said, "Oh yeah, no, my dad has a job for you guys," and then you didn't figure out who her dad was until you got. I described that you were heading to the graveyard, and I was like, they're gonna put one and one together and have an intervention, but no. I should have known. It's you guys, and I love you, and this only makes it better. Honestly, this makes it better. Um, but why are we on this map? There is an Artor's office map somewhere. I have so many maps. Artor's office map is in the second adventure. Nope, it's in the third adventure. It is, but it's not working because I deleted all my assets. There you go. That's why we're not on the correct map. Yeah, that's a mistake that I made a while ago, if you remember. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm not salty about it at all. All right. Um. So as you are all going over the contract, Artor will say, "Very well. Now let me repeat for you what I need you to do. It's listed in the contract, but details might elude you. Recently, more and more adventurers, people like yourself, have been coming to my lair, my office. Do we need to pause, Jasper? We just started. Are you okay? Alright.
Yeah,
Hi, Vera.
Hi, Vera.
hi back.
Alright. They have been coming into my office, and I've been having to dispose of them, and it puts me in an awkward position where I'm trying to be such a good guy, but yet I'm having to kill so many people. So yes, I have been reached out to about a threat. I don't know if you're aware, but I have a deal going on with the city to rid it of my ilk. And therefore I've been reached out to take out a group, the Undertakers. I don't know too much about this group, but I know that they are somewhere in the Undermountain. There's one man who knows a lot about the Undermountain, and that's Durnan. And if any lair is good enough for the Undertakers, surely I could make a new office there once it's done. And so that is your task, is to find a way into the Undermountain, but not the Yawning Portal, because that would be too obvious. They would know you were coming, and they would flee. I want another entrance in, but like I said, Durnan knows a lot about the Undermountain, so that is where I suggest you go first. I have already sent someone else to sort of let him know that someone was going to be asking questions, someone he trusts. So he should know that someone is coming to ask questions. And, well, clean it out. Get rid of these Undertakers and anyone affiliated with them.
And where should we look for Durnan?
Durnan, he
Yep.
is the owner of the Yawning Portal, the most famous tavern in all of Waterdeep. I thought you would know.
Yes, I was just making sure he's not someplace else.
He might be, but I'd be surprised. Let's just say that.
If that's all, and I will look at the party expecting if they have some questions. I do have a question for you if I could ask it personally.
Intriguing.
I know. But in private, if I may.
Sure. He waves his hand at the rest of your party. Does everyone
No.
leave?
I'll not completely leave. I'll just like stand in the doorway. Not
Yes, thank you, Blossom. Close the door.
no.
Did Jayce also leave?
I'll close the
Jayce
door, but I
leaves
stand
as soon
in
as
front of the
he
door.
waves his hand. Jayce walked out.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to hide here, Fletcher. You're in an office. You're either walking out the door. This is not you ducking behind a bench and like hiding out of sight, right?
I will. Okay, I'll
You
go
hit so
out.
good you went out of the office.
I have a great hiding spot, but now I can't hear you anymore.
Sure. So yeah, Artor asked Blossom for you to close the door behind you.
Yes, so this is
I'll
going
look
to be
to
a
Nola.
very bizarre kind of question. How many weapons were left for us? Was it 4 or 5?
Well, it was one for each member of your company, so 4. And then I have a weapon for Jayce, because she is my favorite child.
Yeah. And in our previous encounters, I mean previous encounters, how many of us were there?
Well, the first time I encountered you was a long, long time ago. Although I believe there was someone else in your party, someone who I have not seen afterward.
Only this one time.
Only this first time,
And
yes.
on the following ones. All right. That's all I had to ask.
It is.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alright. Why is this relevant to you, Nola?
You're going to be probably the only person that will believe me when I say this. I think, and I have very, very good grounds to think that we are not in the place that we are supposed to be. It's almost like we are living a parallel life to what we used to. And during this shift, we happen to lose someone dear to us. And in this timeline, nobody seems to know about him. And I was foolishly hoping that maybe you, living for so long and having your own sorts of ways and means and connections, could see past it, but I believe some really high level magic, if not world creation.
Yes, I cannot see through time, but I'm pretty sure this cleric who I did see was not a male figure.
Cleric.
Yes, there was a cleric with you.
Um,
Don't,
okay.
Uni. If she doesn't know, she doesn't know.
All right. Thank you, then. That's all, I guess.
Very well.
I'm going to leave the office.
Stand in the hallway. Meanwhile, everyone's standing in the hallway with these two men with the big wolves at their feet. So, how have you guys? I heard you're opening your own tavern. How has that been going?
Great.
I've never been
I think
so
the wolf.
tired in my whole life.
We were hoping that we could attend because boss had said something about you making it very sort of special for us types that live in the underground, but then he also said maybe we shouldn't go because it's gonna attract the wrong sort of crowd. But we're happy to hear it went alright.
Well, just come another day then. Not on the opening, obviously, but just another day. Just come there and drink something.
Right, maybe we'll
Dogs
take you
and
up.
wolves allowed.
Maybe we'll take you up on that offer. Office? No, we're guarding the office. Yeah, no, maybe I'll take you up on that offer. But I don't think we can take the wolves with us because people will get scared in the street.
If they're
Oh.
well behaved, why?
Well, who can be scared of this little puppy? Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
As soon as you go over, it starts growling at you. They're so nasty, these wolves.
I want to pet the puppy.
Oh,
Like
they're
how-
not very nice. They listen to us out of respect, you know, alpha sort of thing. But they're wolves.
I don't trust my animal handling for this check.
No,
so I
here.
will
I
leave
want to
them.
pet the puppy.
The white wild wolves. It's not gonna work, sweetheart.
Why French shape? Not.
They're not fan shaped. Look at the face. You can see just a nasty growl with the big ass teeth. They're not fan shaped, darling.
I take one of the salamis from my backpack and just throw it at the wolf.
This man fully catches the salami and says, "Please don't feed my wolf."
Okay, sure, fair enough.
And then he eats the salami.
I think they're friendship. They're very friendship.
At that point, Nola comes out.
Alright, we're good to go.
Are we?
Did you haggle for our pay?
No, I did not haggle for our pay.
Well, haggling with a vampire might not be the best idea.
Precisely.
Right.
Also,
Favor?
this isn't a crime at the bazaar. I don't think haggling will go a long way here.
I want to talk with Artor, but not now because now people are dying and that's not helpful.
People are
So
dying
just-
every second.
Yeah, but now he's actively killing them if they're coming here, which is not the best circumstance.
But
Oh.
it is his right because they're breaking and entering into his dungeon.
I don't know about enough about the law to say okay to that.
They're both drunk.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Why are we questioning it at this point? Like,
We are not.
Because
it
it's
has
a
been
thing.
happening.
So, do we need to gather some supplies before we head to the Undermountain?
Maybe we should just talk to Dornan first and go from there.
Sure.
So, Awesome fully did not sign this contract and just wrote down payment to Temple of Elmater. Just left.
Sure. Before you leave, Artor opens the door and says, "It appears not everyone in your party has signed this contract."
Okay.
Who did?
Signing your contract. If you're okay with that.
Do you think I would come out of my office and call after you like some sort of fishwife on the market if I was okay with you not signing my contract?
Loud enough to be a bit.
Blossom, please. You have read this
I-
contract, have you not?
I just feel not at the level where I'm comfortable doing something like that with you. If you can understand.
I cannot. You see, this contract speaks of Baron Artor Morlin, a very trusted political figure in the city.
Sure. I guess the biggest problem I have is that we know maybe 2, 3 things about you, but you have had, how long have you said you were watching us before, like, how long have you been doing that? Because I'm a little uncomfortable with that idea.
Well, you interfered with the past. I ran into you at 2 separate occasions, one over 1,000 years ago, and then suddenly, what was it, 400 years? And you suddenly appear again. Quite intriguing. So, anything I could glean about you, I've been wanting to know. And it just so happens, fate, a funny thing, is it not? That my very own daughter would be your friends, and I would come to learn that it was in fact you who ran into me on a little rendezvous, some would say, in the past. Where you already knew things about me, yet I had no advantage over you, so I tried to flip the tables. Jayce just leans over to you, Blossom says, "You can sign it. It's totally fine. Like, I don't know what are you worried about?" What do you mean?
I I I um I'm gonna be blunt here because I don't like what we have been doing looking at my friends. Um Something happened. We are not sure what, but um I'm very sorry, Jace, but I don't know you. We don't know you.
What do you mean?
Something happened when we came back from 400 years ago, and we shifted a time something. I don't know. But we don't know you.
The
And
working
it's all
theory is
very
that we
weird.
are in the parallel timeline where we exist, but a lot of things around us have changed. And in our timeline that we previously came from, we did not know you.
Oh.
That's why we're acting weird, because we came back expecting not to see you because we saw you for the first time 2 days ago. And we are trying to wrap our head around this because it's a lot. And there is no known to science or magic way to switch this back.
She takes like a step backward, looks at Fletcher and Flair because they haven't said anything. This is some type of prank, right? You're joking. This is kind of not funny, you guys. Flair, you're they're joking, right?
Listen, that's kind of what happened. We are confused as well. And
But-
it's weird because we don't know you, you know us, and
But
yeah.
I am terribly sorry. You seem like a wonderful person, but you do not deserve us to be lying to you like this.
what do you mean? We've been friends for so long. What are you talking about?
Um, and I'm sure we have here, but where we are from, you do not exist.
Fletcher's the only one that hasn't said anything, so she takes a step over toward Fletcher and like grabs you by the arm and like, they're joking, right? We know each other. We grew up together. We're friends.
This is so sad. Well, they kind of explained the situation. I mean, something happened during the missions. It's kind of strange what happened, and we don't fully know how it happened or what. Maybe it's something that happened to us, something that might happen to our brain, something amnesia-like, or a mind spell. I don't know it. So just to say, like, it's all your fault or it's our all fault, we can't. I'm
Not your
just
fault.
working to try to learn what happened, and maybe it's just a temporary memory thing from our side.
I'm a stranger. All day yesterday, you deceived me. And I thought something was up, but we're friends, so I figured it must have a good reason that you wouldn't tell me.
Jayce, if I may, my personal reason for playing this charade was a hope that we'll be able to turn the gears back and get back to our timeline and switch everything back to where it was before anybody could notice. But the longer I try to research this thing or ask around, the more I am convinced that this is going to be a 2-day task. If it is even doable, because as of right now, no one knows. So, yes, we try to play along to the situation that we are put in, mostly not to mess with people that we shouldn't mess with, that have place here, that belong here, unlike us, such as yourself. We didn't want to cause you panic or this distortion that you're feeling right now. I know you have no reason to believe us, but our intention were good. We just tried to leave as little mess behind us as possible. But we don't know how to take this back. We don't know how to get back or how to bring back whoever is supposed to be in our place. And we are just as lost in this situation as you are. So please don't be too harsh
I mean,
on us.
it's not the only thing. I mean, Nola doesn't know her parents like they are. I had a brother, I thought, not a sister. I mean, there's a lot of crazy things happening. So don't take this personally, as far as that's possible. I'm going to be fully honest about that. We never intended to hurt you.
So
I mean,
that's why
we know in one mission your great 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 great
mm,
grandma,
No, it's not
mm,
that many great.
I
two
know
grades less, and you do look like her. And she was awesome. And you look pretty awesome as well.
She has been slowly walking back toward Artor, still facing you guys, but like into his embrace as he just puts an arm around her. And he says, "But I asked you. I asked you when you brought her to me."
we didn't know. We didn't know. We were assigned that one assignment from you. We didn't know anything else. You could have had a daughter. How would we know? You threatened us and our families if we said anything, so we could not even try to figure out how you run your personal life. So
I'm talking
how?
about Joy Holtmark.
Yeah, we didn't know anything. How we couldn't know.
But you brought her into a path that she was not supposed to be in. And
We
I
did
did
not
turn to
know.
you to ask if that was the right course of action,
We did not
assuming you
know her
knew things.
story. Maybe we got off the wrong impression as we were people that actually knew what was happening. The whole shenanigan was that we were put in a random place in space and time and thought, hey, here's this random item, find out as much about it as you can. And we had to roll with it. We knew nothing where we were being put in, what year it was, what the
Yet-
mission was, how the item
Yeah.
was relevant, how much time we have, how much can we intervene. We did not know Joan, we did not know about her in the future, we did not know her in the past. It all seemed so natural that we decided to let the course go because we were afraid that if we put up too much of an opposition, we are going to fuck things up. But apparently, because we allowed the things go as they went, we fucked things up. And we didn't get a manual, an instruction, or a historic book to
I
follow.
understand, Nola, but you must understand. You did not allow things to go as they were going, because you took someone with you that was not supposed to be there.
We had no idea she was not supposed to be there. She was the one that led us there. If not for her, we
Did
wouldn't
she
have
tell
found
you
this place.
where it was?
Yes, she was the one who knew.
So she could have just
We didn't know
told
anything.
you. Was there
She
a
wanted
reason
to
for
help
her to
her
go there
parents.
by herself if you had not been there?
Listen, you have lived for thousands of years, so some things might be obvious to you. I have 20. I know shit about how life works. I barely graduated college. And you expect us to understand all of the consequences? No, we do not. If you want to blame someone who actually gave us the job and decided that we are comprehensive and responsible enough to take up on it, or at least give us proper data before sending us there, and do not demand on us that with little to no information we are going to do every single thing right. If I'm being honest, it's a miracle that we came back as many times as we did without blowing up the Waterdeep in the first place.
So you want me to blame the Archmage, Vajra Safar, for breaking the heart of my daughter?
I don't want you to blame the people who do not know what they were doing, yet were giving the responsibility of stepping up for the things without proper knowledge, without proper training, without absolutely anything.
Which is why I'm having you sign this contract, so that you know what you are doing and what I expect of you.
The contract gives us the knowledge of what you expect of us, it doesn't give us the knowledge of what we are doing. We only have the knowledge that we have right now. No more nor less, and no contract is going to change that.
And how did you feel when you took this other job? When someone puts their trust in you, you cannot blame them if you fail.
Do not blame Vajra. I saw Joy, who, with all her hearts of hearts, wanted to have something in her life that wasn't just that house, and she wanted more. So we gave her more. My faith would say that's a good thing. She could go out and help spread light. And now you're saying that that is a bad thing.
Believe it or not, we were not given a magic registrate of every timeline of every person that we encounter. We do not know how their life was supposed to go. There were no pointers. Every choice was just about as right as if it was wrong. It was a guessing game, and for once we bet wrong.
Nola, I want to calm you down by saying that you cannot blame Vajra for putting her trust in you, because you're inadvertently blaming yourself that way. You are here now, and I am in need of your aid now. And wherever you came from, if time magic is possible, you return to the point where you were, right?
No, it's not as simple, and no one knows about this magic. Even the Archmage herself does not know it.
Once you figure this out, if it is at all possible, you go back to where you were, like nothing has changed. But for now, you are here, and for now...
And I'm not denying this. I am here signing your contract and doing this job for you because I have to somehow make a living in this situation.
Honestly, you need to stop panicking, woman. Get yourself together.
Oh, yeah, sure, I'm gonna just sit down and enjoy my new life in a place that I fully understand, know, and comprehend. What a great piece of advice. Have you tried counseling? You would be great.
He's not wrong.
For now you are here. For now I am in need of your aid. For now, you are in a place where people have known you all their lives, and suddenly you inform them that in fact that is not the case. Something that is very distraughting, or
I
whatever
understand.
the adjective is there. I assume she is very distraught. There we go.
I understand, but
Something you
I
can
also
hurt someone's feelings with, far beyond your comprehension.
I understand, but I also did not want us to proceed. We was just guessing and guess ending anything she would be telling us because that's not fair to her.
You assume the situation is easy for us and that we are not in a position where everyone we know is not who they are and that all of our lives aren't a lie now. You assume that only you are hurt by this. Do you know how it is to look in the eyes of the father that you have known all of your life and do not see the man you know? No, you don't. So don't try to lecture us about being delicate with people around us or try not to hurt their feelings because you have no idea what we are going through right now.
I do not, but you are putting other people in your position. You're giving them the same feeling that you've been having this whole time. And
We
I do
all
not
have our morals, and
deny.
if some of us decide that it's better to tell the truth because they are a righteous person and decide that this is the bigger and better thing to do, they have the right to do so.
I feel like we are
Try.
talking past each other, Nola. I have never said that you are wrong for having done this. I merely said that I'm saddened that you chose this moment in this hallway to do it. In a dark corridor outside an office that is overrun with adventurers where I've killed many. Instead of, I don't know, a cafe or something. Instead it is yelled throughout a hallway.
This might not be an ideal timing, but the place or the timing will not change the truth itself.
I have not said this. I believe Fletcher would like to speak, but is too afraid. Fletcher, what would you like to say?
Oh my god, Fletcher is walking a little bit backwards because this went from a talk to we're going to die here. We are going to get killed. But I wanted to say like it wouldn't have been honest to keep on this. Of course, this is not the best moment. I understand that as I had this talk with my sister in a different way. So this is kind of blunt, but understand we are trying to also comprehend this and try to figure out how we can do this. And we are not stepping back from situations. We are not stepping back from the people that we probably have known our whole lives. And we are trying to make this work, at least for now, at least until we understand more. And I don't know what the future will bring. I know what the past did, and it fucked us up a big time. I mean, some of us have more problems with this than others. I understand that, and we are trying here. Believe me, we are trying. And I'm morally conflicted by do we tell the truth? Do we hurt people? Or should we let them go on in insolence, in unknowingness, and say this later? There wouldn't have been a good moment to say this. At least at this point, you're here as a father. And we hoped that at this point, I believe Blossom hoped at this point, by telling this, you would you could have made more sense out of it, and we could maybe have known more, and we could have figured this out. I mean, you're a sensible person. I mean, we know each other for what, 1,000 years? We are trying. And I hope you can understand that we are flawed. I mean, look at us, we're teenagers. We are trying our best. Trust me. And I did a lot of fuck ups. But we are trying.
I wish I could help you with your plight, but I cannot, for I do not know this type of magic. I don't know what Vajra has worked, but I am sure that if you speak to her about this, that she could look into it. She likely already is. Have you spoken to her at all about this?
We
She has
have
absolutely no idea what happened. She does
no
not remember anything that we
Other.
remember.
no.
And nothing has given you information of this timeline. There has not been a moment where you figure this is where you were supposed to be.
Well,
Supposed to
when we
know.
tried to come back last time, we saw one of our companions just fade away, go away. I don't know how to describe it.
He
Like,
got drawn in some black something. I'm not sure how to I'm not sure how to properly word this.
maybe something interfered? Something divine? Something foul? We don't know. It's also hurting our head. I'm so sorry to hurt you too with this. I'm honestly, I'm so sorry. And I never intended this. We never intended this to be a hurtful moment. I'm so sorry.
And so am I. I am unbelievably stressed with all of this, trying to comprehend everything, and I lashed out in an appropriate way. I'm sorry. And Fletcher is absolutely right. We at none. There was never a single point when I wanted to hurt any of you, especially you, Jayce. And yes, this was not an ideal moment. But I believe Blossom didn't think it was fair to ask of you to come alongside us without knowing who we are. Not into this kind of situation. It's not just running a tavern, it's a life or death situation potentially, and it wouldn't be fair to ask you to act as in a defense of friends, where in reality we are not them. You should know what we just told you so you can make the decision, not being tricked into one. So yes, this was not a cafe or a comfortable conversation to have, and yes, we are all in very huge emotions and not in the right state of mind or anything else. And I am sorry for that. But I do not know how to change it.
Artor goes to speak up, but then Jay sort of raises a hand like, I want to say something, so he doesn't say anything. I don't know what exactly is happening. You've tried to explain it, but emotions are kind of high. But you are still my friend, even if I'm not your friend. And I still want to protect you. If you would have me. But
We'll do our best to give that back.
But it's okay if you don't, if you say, Jayce, go back to
No.
the tavern.
No.
You don't
It's
know
not.
me. You don't
It's
know
not that.
me.
I mean, I would love to get to know you.
You seem like a cool person.
Yes.
Jayce,
A badass also, yes.
would you like to reconnect with us by killing a bunch of undead
Vampire spells.
I fucking hate vampires.
I mean, the truest alliances are forged in battle.
I mean, yeah. And then
We at
Arthur
least-
says, now Blossom, I will, if you want, I will take your shirt to the Church of Ilmater and donate it to the hospital, whatever. But this is a contract that says that you are doing this job, not that the Church of Ilmater is doing this job.
I am doing this job. It's
So
my
then sign
handwriting.
the damn contract! And he chucks it toward you.
Alright, that was a very dramatic start of the mission. I believe we can continue on now.
Sign it, or we will forge your arm.
And Jayce will walk back over to your party, but you can see her confidence is broken, right? For yesterday at least, she was this, what you saw, what I tried to portray, is like this confident woman who knows what she's about, who knows what you guys are about, who is not afraid to take charge and like tell you what fucks up because you're being a moron and a dumbass. But now you can see that she is in a place of like, these people are strangers and I don't know them and I have to refigure them out. So I wouldn't say there's like a mistrust within her currently, but there's definitely a heightened passive insight, right? Of like, these are not the people that I knew. Actually, these are complete strangers and I need to completely figure out who they are all over again, with an underlying layer of, but they look like the friends that I have had for 16 years, right?
Maybe on our way, we can. Well, you could tell us about the friends that you had, so we can find the similarities or differences or figure out who we are. Maybe we aren't that different
I mean,
from who you used to know.
if you hadn't said anything, maybe I would never have realized. Some things were definitely off, but things are always kind of off because you guys are morons.
Oh yeah, we know. Our parents
That's
say this all the time.
Fine.
So maybe this reconnection thing will be easier than we all think.
Right.
And I know this will not be easy for you.
Well, I mean, no better way to bond than over some vampire hunting.
I know, right?
She cocks her crossbow.
Alright, we're gonna need to know what your skill set is
And then she
because
uncocks
True.
it because she doesn't want
Yeah.
to.
you're gonna show off. Have to show off.
Well, let's see how it goes. Did Blossom sign the contract?
Yeah.
Did
Just
anyone
little heart.
not sign the contract with their name?
Oh, only our name. I thought in our blood.
No, just
No,
your
it's
name,
good.
your
It's good.
autograph, whatever.
Yeah, I signed it.
All right. Including Blossom?
Yes, there's a little heart in it.
The heart or Blossom's name?
Blossom's name with little heart.
Thank
because that's
you.
what she likes.
All right. Um. Sure. You guys exit from the dungeon and back up into the graveyard where Jayce sort of checks to make sure the coast is clear and then sort of ushers everyone out. And I assume begin walking toward the yawning portal. And she
Yes.
says, "So what? How do we have this conversation?"
I'm gonna start by introducing myself because why the fuck not at this point?
Well, you're Nola.
Yeah, does the Nola you know also has a weird passion for spending her free time in a library instead of socializing with other people, reads way too much and have way too long words to use instead of just talking like a normal person, and also
Yes.
talks too much.
And also, for some reason, she became a cartographer, even though her writing looks like shit.
But her drawings are on spot and she
Yes.
makes really good drawings. But then she passed them up on to someone else to annoy them.
Yeah.
But does this Nola also works like 3 different jobs to help her parents?
Well, this Nola works like 1 or 2 jobs to help us, so that we can like get some lunch or something without having to count on her parents' money.
So she's still a workaholic, just with different target. Got it.
She still works to help other people other than herself.
It's good to know.
What do you want to say, Fletcher? You have this look on your face like you want to say something.
I would
Oh
like,
yeah, he does that.
I would like to take out my little notebook where I keep all scratches and daily things with my magic bookmark in it. And I will try to open it to see if there are kind of different memories from the last week. Then I think this of
Your microphone
Jayce
cut out
in
in the
it.
middle of the sentence.
Oh, sorry. What I want to check in the notebook that I have, are there any messages or writings of Jayce from last week?
Like Jayce wrote in your notebook?
No. Like I write little notes about what happened during the day because my memory sucks. And I think if we went back, it might also have changed a little bit. Maybe it takes me to one of the memories that might happen to this situation.
Oh, that's smart, because the drawings and blossoms things also changed to this reality.
Sure. I mean, you go back and look through a note where there was something happening. Like you were, the two of you were, I don't know, getting some ice cream or something, and then a man like ran out of the store next door, and a woman shouts, "Stop him! He's got my purse!" And you started this whole chase. Can you make for me a wisdom check? Um, and as you're reading it, you can like almost see the memory happening at the same time, even though this is not a memory that you, Fletcher, has. Suddenly you're reading it and it's coming back to you. If this is a memory that you had, kind of foggy, right? The way of like, oh, last weekend there was like a chase or something, and you sort of vaguely remember what this woman looked like, and skirting across rooftops, and like Jayce kind of give you like a lift up to get over a fence, but she's so weak, so you sort of swapped around and like you lifted her over and then climbed over quite nimbly, and um just this little moment, right, of like the two of you getting stuck at this fence and like looking at each other like, fuck, we're fuck, and like figuring out how to get over the fence. Meanwhile, this guy was getting away, and just this little moment almost flashes back into your mind for a little bit as you're going through these pages.
We had this incident. We chased that guy that robbed that store, right? Or robbed that woman,
I mean,
like with the fence.
yeah, but she sees you have this little book open, right? So
Yeah, but I see it in front. Not I can show it to her. Not everything is written down. I mean, there are some things that come back to me that aren't written down there. Like I remember some parts of it. Like you had a hard time getting me over the fence, but I'm weak as fuck as well. You know that. And I didn't write that part down. I mean,
yeah, that was stupid, especially because the fence was open. Like we could have just
oh
opened
god.
it.
And that's why I come along.
Yeah, but you're not that fast, Nola.
I'm so
No, but I know these open fences.
I'm so confused. Because do you remember this or did you read about this, Fletcher?
I tried to look back in what I wrote, but this part I remembered vaguely.
And also,
Which is strange.
Fletcher remembers a scene with Elowen, right? In the house before as well. So just making sure.
So there is some overlap. Give it time. Maybe I hope there will be more memories coming back.
Right.
Was funny though.
No, it wasn't. The man stole from a store and the woman was in distress. It was kind of not funny, but that's something Fletcher would say that it was funny, yeah. Is there anything you guys want to like know about me? Because apparently you don't know anything.
Yeah, everything. What do
Mhm.
you like? How do we spend time together? And for real, what skills do you have? Because we are going
Favorite
to
ice
go into the
cream.
Undermountain.
Yes, but your favorite ice cream is also very important.
Yeah, what's your status on pizza?
And do you allow pineapple on it?
Pineapple or no pineapple?
Oh, pineapple goes on pizza.
No.
Right? No, because it does
No.
add this nice sweetness to it
No.
sometimes. It's not like an
No.
everyday pizza,
No.
but when you eat it, it's fine.
No.
In general,
But
pineapple is just real good, you know?
It's tingly sometimes, but it is good.
No.
that's
Good.
just because you're allergic to it. That's not
Shh.
supposed to.
If my throat doesn't close up, I can eat it.
That's not how that works.
No.
Please don't eat pineapple when I'm not there. Please.
One level of exhaustion.
Nola, we've gone over this. If the body says no, it said no.
But my belly keeps on going, so it wasn't a hard no, it was a suggestion.
That's very much a hard no.
No.
Your belly, your choice.
Ooh.
Something like this. Listen, a hard no would be a throat closing. And that's when I listen. If it
We'll-
tingles,
I
it's just a
don't-
little spice.
We also
Hmm.
listen to soft nose, Nola.
Yes.
I'll be fine.
No.
Anyway, yeah, it's pineapple. I love ice cream, anything fruity, like sorbet ice cream. I love. I don't know. This is really weird because I know you guys.
What's the biggest thing you ever killed?
Oh, I think when I was out of the city with my dad, it was like sort of like a wolf-sized porcupine, right? Sort of, I don't know, like a wolf. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, I told you guys about anyway. And it was really cool. I mean, you know, my dad has always sort of been helping me and training me, and she gestures to her crossbow. So I think that was probably the biggest thing. That's definitely the meanest thing.
Then one more question comes up in Fletcher's mind. Has Jayce ever killed before?
Does Fletcher ask this?
Yeah. Because I'm honestly interested at this point.
I've killed people before?
Sorry?
If I've killed people before.
Yeah. Have you killed somebody before? Have we killed somebody before?
I only caught half of your sentence.
I asked the same, like, have you killed somebody before? Have we killed somebody before? I don't know how this timeline works.
I mean, some of you have killed before.
You sound like a robot. No.
Hello?
Yes.
Better.
Okay. I mean, some of you have killed before. What? Why? Hello?
You just kind of take a break, baby.
No,
You
it's
just-
okay, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, some of you have killed people before. I mean, Nola killed a bunch of guys in a warehouse. Or, like, one guy, I think.
I was hoping for a fresh start, but here we
Not
go.
the Kanku.
Yeah. And then...
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I've killed guys before, yeah. Is that...
Maybe we shouldn't discuss this in the street.
Whatever. There's no guards around.
I mean, we all did what had to be done, right?
Yeah.
That's heavy questions. Anyway, what's your favorite flower? That's a good question.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I just like roses.
Okay.
Like a,
Okay.
the wand of flowers. Summon around.
Ooh, nice. That's cool. That's really cool. What?
Does she have like a backpack? Can I like put it in
Mhm.
some? Yeah.
I imagine she has like a one shoulder sort of over the, and then on the, like a fanny pack, but you wear it like a backpack sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like these sort of slim, long, elongated
Mhm.
backpack.
I'll put it in like a side.
Thanks. So, what are your favorite flowers? This is
Sunflowers.
so awkward.
Lilies.
Oh, I don't have a favorite flower. All of the flowers.
What do you mean you do not have a favorite
All
flower?
of the flowers.
So that has
That
not
is not an
changed.
answer.
This has not changed. This has been the same. Alright. But
It
yeah,
sounds like a lot of things are the same.
yeah.
So,
I mean, you're still the same people pretty much, except you don't
but
remember
with
me.
different memories.
Yeah.
Well, this way, yeah. But
I
hey,
think it's
if
that change
the
mostly as environments, I guess. I mean, it's weird because I think everyone's parents are different others than Blossom, so that's weird. Nola is rich now. She was poor earlier.
we weren't
Um,
poor,
I mean,
we were
I
middle
mean,
class. Excuse you.
Nola,
Fletcher's parents' mother is also the same, I think, right? Mom's the
yeah,
same?
but he has a sister now.
I haven't seen my mother until. This is.
We don't know.
I'm really interested. It will come
Is
later.
your mom the same?
I had a sister. It's a whole thing. It will. That's deal first.
Where is your mom?
It's
Oh,
just
please, Blossom, not now.
Joyce, is Fletcher's mom still working at that shopping thingy?
Stationery shop,
A
the
gym-
best shop in the whole
Thank
Waterdeep.
you.
Jim and Dwit's portfolio, like the best paper shop in the.
Exactly. It is the best.
Okay.
Of course. That's
Oh,
where we always go to get our stationery.
Is she still running the place?
She never was. What do you mean?
No, but is she still running the place?
You have like a manager, and then you have like Fletcher's mom.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't know this. I don't know. Sorry.
She's that's just mumbling to himself. Yeah, she's still in charge.
I don't know.
How did we meet? I mean, how did you meet us?
I don't know. It's just kids in the street, right? One summer, there was this owl bear, and
At
we
the cemetery.
and we snuck into the carnival.
Exactly.
Carnival.
What did you
Yep.
lose
What do you mean?
at the carnival? What did the carnival took from you?
Mm. I had kind of a peaceful life, and I guess it took that.
Wait, did we came
Sorry.
back to the carnival for the second time? Or was it just this one time with the owl bear?
I'm pretty sure you guys did go to the carnival. Was it like 2 years ago
Yeah,
or
we went
something, or
again.
4 years
Yeah.
ago? But I wasn't able to make it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we went again, otherwise this wouldn't have been fixed. There was no other.
I mean, if we
Oh.
didn't went, I wouldn't have this sweet hammer.
That
It
It
hammer
isn't
is
sweet, it's cursed.
I don't know what to do about that hammer.
I don't see why you guys have a problem with the hammer.
Also, you
It's
have a new
amazing.
Because it's
weapon.
cursed.
You have a new weapon. You can
Yeah.
get the
Use
new
your new
weapon.
weapon.
But
Exactly.
Still, but it's the hammer. It's
Exactly, that is the whole problem. It's the hammer.
It's like you're addicted or something.
Or cursed.
it's my crack hammer.
Hammer grows crack when you bring it down. Very funny.
This one doesn't, because
Mm.
it's Simon.
This one goes back like a fucking boomerang. Hammers are not supposed to do that.
Well, still, running portal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just this way. Do we know what we're gonna ask Durnan?
Alternative way to get in. What should we expect? Any dangers ahead? Probably the sealed off bars that we should not cross. Or
We
maybe
should hand you
where
a
is the place
husband's
big
present.
enough
Maybe
to hide?
supplies that we should bring.
That maybe a map or directions.
Hmm.
How much money will he ask from us for all this?
Oh, given that your dad already your dad already told him
Yeah,
that
he
we
did
are coming, I
tell.
don't think he will charge us, if I'm being honest.
Well, not technically, because listening to what my dad said, it seems like he sent someone to talk to Durnan.
No.
So we don't know how much Durnan actually knows.
That is also true.
Is that why you guys were so confused when I said we were gonna go talk to my dad? Like, sort of that look in your eyes, like you didn't know
Yes.
who I was talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Even though you met the Baron before.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know that he was your dad.
Yeah.
We thought maybe he runs a store and needs help
Thought
with some
maybe
crates
you were like,
or
when we were walking to the graveyard district, so I maybe thought maybe like one of the clergy there or ghosts. We talked to a ghost before. Does the tavern still have a ghost?
What?
Our tavern had a ghost. I don't know if it's still there.
Oh, yes. The whole thing was like, we figure out like a way to make it a successful, profitable thing, and then the ghost will be happy, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, we talked about that. Anyway, yawning portal. You stand in front of. What time did we say this? I think it's like morning, right? Or
Yep.
like early afternoon, maybe at this
Early.
point from
more like
traveling.
morning.
Yeah. But it's busy. The Yawning Portal is the most popular tavern in all of Waterdeep, so it's busy all hours of the day and night. So you find a raucous crowd is already there. Wait, they have tavern. Go to tavern. Yes. All
Ooh.
right.
Who is he?
So, you walk into the Yawning Portal. Like I said, lunch hour is rush hour because any hour is rush hour in the Yawning Portal. And you can immediately recognize Durnan standing behind the bar with a bunch of others, where they are busy serving drinks, bringing out food, calling out orders, and then waving over certain tables. The Yawning Portal, in case you don't remember, is this 4-story tall building with this giant 40 diameter well in the center of it with balconies all around where people are seated as well. You can see currently someone is busy sort of lowering a rope on a pulley system down into the pit, and you can see that there are quite a few people sort of like leaning over the edge trying to take like a last glance at whoever is being lowered into the well currently.
Well, let's go up to Durnan.
Yep. Is
Yeah.
he working?
You see him? Yeah, he's right there. Hello?
We go up.
Sure.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll be with you in a moment. I'm just gonna help some other clientele first. Yeah. And then 2 minutes later, he comes back and is like, "All right, what can I get you?"
We were told that you could help us out with some information on the Undermountain.
I mean, if you're interested in a descent, it's only 1 gold piece, and I'll lower you down.
Not through here.
Trying to find the other.
Baron sent us to ask you about some side entrance.
Which Baron?
Baron Artor more.
Immediately, Jayce kicks you.
I look at Jayce because I have no idea which title we should use at this point and how to name this fine man. So
Jay says,
confused.
"Can we have just a moment? Can we have just a..." She steps back and says, "My dad said he sent someone here to talk to Durnan about this. I don't think Durnan knows that it was my dad."
Why is it always so complicated with your dad?
Why am I the only one to remember this?
No, I know
Blossom,
he
you go
sent
talk
someone,
to...
but
She shoves Blossom
Yeah.
toward
Yeah.
Durnan.
Hi, Durnan. Sorry about that.
Hello.
Someone was sent here earlier to ask you about another entrance, and can you follow up on that?
Mm, like a baron, because the only person I spoke to about this was Mert, and Mert's not a baron.
No, I don't know what happened there. I think she had like a minor stroke or something.
Oh,
She's been eating too many pineapples. Yeah.
isn't she allergic to pineapple?
Yes, she is.
I see. Yeah, no, Mert came and said that some people would be asking about a different entrance into Undermountain, and he said that they would have an explanation for why they needed another entrance. So, what's your explanation, kid? Because I can't just let people,
well,
circumvent my business. And he
yes, I
gestures over to
understand.
the well.
We have been tasked to deal with a small infestation problem, and we don't want them to know that we are coming in.
A small infestation problem. Let me tell you. Blossom is your name, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
I've seen you here before. Blossom. A small infestation problem. The Undermountain is feathered with monsters.
We are aware, but
If
this
you
is
went in through this entrance, there would be a small infestation problem as well. You could go in here and kill as much as you want.
yes, but this is particular that we've been assigned to not just kill anything, just another I suppose criminal organization type thing, which is hiding in Undermountain.
I see. Can you make a persuasion check?
That's it, yeah.
Nice. Criminal organization. Well, let me tell you this. There is quite a few criminal organizations in Undermountain, but I could deal with one less stinking up the hole, you know? I suppose I could tell you of this other entrance in return for a favor. You see, there is a rare type of blue lichen that only grows in the cavern that I'm about to send you to, and you can make the meanest cool alcoholic beverage with that shit. So,
Lichen?
blue, lichen, lychee.
Oh, got it.
But I would like a steady supply of it, right? Sort of a where do I go to claim it every few months to like resupply my stock type thing. Because now there's just been this one guy, what's his fucking name? This is why I said like everything is all over the place. Lim, we call him Bluetooth because he has blue teeth. Lim has been supplying me with it, but I haven't heard from him in like a few months. So I need, I suppose, a new steady supply, or you could go visit his house and see what's up with him. But either way, if you tried to do this for me, I could tell you where the entrance is.
Let me discuss this with the rest.
Sure. Yes, right, coming right up! And he walks over to the other side and immediately starts pouring drinks again.
I explained the problem.
Look at Jayce. Do you think that when we deal with your dad's mission, he would be able to organize something like that? Or do we have to go in there every couple of months to deliver that to Durnan?
I feel like from what Blossom told us, if we find a place where it just grows, Durnan could probably go there himself.
It's just that we have to do this before he shows us the entrance, right?
No, it's a long term.
Because it's at the entrance.
At the entrance. Great.
Yes.
Well, sounds like a fair deal.
So if we solve this, we can get it himself.
And I mean, if there's enough of this lychee, well, then maybe we can make a new drink at our tavern as well.
That's right. I like this way of thinking.
Alright, and then Jayce tells Blossom to return in again.
Oh.
She's very weak,
What's
by the
wrong?
way, so...
Yeah, I was like...
Listen, if you don't do it, then Nola and Fletcher are gonna fuck it up again.
That's fair,
Oh, now
Nola.
she can lie.
Nola, that's
It's not
fair.
lying. It's omission of truth.
Oh, really? You have a very selective missing of truth situation
Mm.
detection.
Anyway, hi. Do you want a drink?
Hi.
Do you want information? Or can I continue with my work?
We like information. Please.
Very well.
Well,
He pulls out from like somewhere underneath from a drawer a very small map of Waterdeep, right? You can recognize the shape of Waterdeep, but this is like a crudely drawn map. And he points off on like outside of Waterdeep a little bit further to the east. And he says, near here, there is the hovel where Lim lives, and even very close to that, and he sort of like his fingers adjust like 4 millimeters. And very close to that is the entrance to the mine as well. You could go talk to Lim, or you could just go straight to the mine and figure out what's going on. I have heard that there have been like some cave-ins reported from that area, like small. I don't want to call them like earthquakes, but like small things are definitely happening underground in that area. So that's why I've been reluctant to go there myself. But if you're gonna go there, I would like any information you can find.
we will make sure that this either you have more information or this problem gets fixed for you.
Great. All right, excellent. Do you know? So yeah, you're looking for this blue plant, essentially, like it's just blueberries that are on this plant. Great. And then he walks off again and continues doing his business.
Right? Please. Outside of Waterdeep.
Fun times. Let's go.
Right. Let's go.
All right.
I mean, it's still early enough. We can go right away.
Sure.
Anyway,
Making your way to where Durnan pointed it out. Yeah, you come to what is very clearly from the outside, right? Traveling to this spot that Durnan pointed out. What is very clearly from the outside a dwarven house. I need to go close my door because a mosquito just came in. Well, didn't get him. I need to go close my stuff. Yeah. So next time we're gonna get to Dwarven House, and right now we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll be back next time. Don't forget
Ribbit.
to roll for frog.